As a fresher who has gained admission to the teachers training, you've started hearing names like micro teaching, macro teaching, supporting teaching in schools, on-campus teaching, off-campus teaching, observation, how to add a course registration. What are all these? In this episode, I'll be explaining to you a step-by-step guide on what it means and what even a semester entails. Hello there, my name is Lorty. I do create educational content for your page. If this is your first time of tuning in, please do well to hit the like button, subscribe, and of course turn on notification bell so that you don't miss important educational content from us. Moving straight into today's episode, I'm going to talk about the things you need to know when you get to college so that you will not be dumbfounded or you will not be confused when you hear people mention these names. First of all, I'd like to explain what a semester is. Now, take note that the admission that you've been offered is a 4-year degree program, which is Bachelor of Education, B.Ed. Now, it is Bachelor of Education in Basic Education, and so when you're done with college, you'll be offered an appointment into the Ghana Education Service to teach at the basic level. Please take note. You'll be offered appointment to teach at the basic level and not the senior high school level. If you want to teach at the senior high school, that will be for another episode. I just want to focus on this episode. Yes, so you'll be offered an appointment into the Ghana Education Service to teach at the basic level, and that is why it is B.Ed. Basic education. Now, having understood B.Ed. education, let's move on. Now, when we talk of a semester, every year, your first year, you're going to have 2 semesters. Second year, 2 semesters. Third year, 2 semesters. And your 4th year is going to be 2 semesters. So when you see your friends update their status 8 out of 8, it means they are done with college. 2 by 4 is 8, so 8 out of 8. If you see 2 out of 8, that means they are done with their first year in college. That means they are done with 2 semesters and they have 6 semesters to go. Now, within the semester, how many months is it, or how many months contains a semester? So a semester is entitled to 4 months, and that is why each fresher is entitled to 200 cedis allowance a month. So the semester, every student trainee teacher is entitled to 800 cedis. So for your first year, if you want to complete your first year successfully, you should stay on campus for 8 solid months. That is first semester and second semester gives you 8 months before you complete your first year. You move on to second year, the same thing. First semester, second semester, 8 months, you move on to the next. Now, having known a semester and your yearly, having known the first semester and the second semester, now let's move on. As a first year student, what is supporting in teaching schools? So wherever college you've been offered admission, right? There are basic schools in these respective colleges. Some of the schools are known as demonstration schools. Why are they called demonstration? Because you, the student trainee teacher, will be going there more often to observe how teaching is being facilitated. You get it? And that is another name for observation. I think for your first year, when you come home, you'll be required to go to basic schools to observe how teaching is done, and you'll be writing a report. You'll be awarded some marks, so you have to take it seriously. And when school resumes, you have to send these reports back to college. Yes, so that is for supporting in teaching schools. Now, the supporting in teaching schools will be done through your entire stay on campus till you complete. However, there's a difference. We have micro teaching and macro teaching. With the micro teaching, it begins in level 300 second semester, I think. Level 300 second semester. The micro teaching is also called the on-campus teaching. At this stage, what you have to do is you are going to be assigned to a supervisor or a lecturer, and then you are going to teach in front of the lecturer for him to award you some marks. Yes, and it's a 3 credit hour program. Now, when we talk of credit hour, what is credit hour? Credit hour is for your entire semester. If you are going to read about 8 courses, each course has a credit hour. If it's 1 credit hour, 1 credit hour. We have 1 credit hour, 2 credit hours, and 3 credit hours. how to build your GPA. I have made a video on that, and so I don't want to mix this content at all with GPA issues, so please do well to watch that particular video. Yes, so you're entitled to 3 credit hours for this online teaching, or the micro teaching, where you're going to teach to your supervisor. Now, not only your supervisor, but other colleagues. Mostly the class is divided into groups, and so in your group you could get about 7 people in your group. They'll be seated, they'll sit like students, and then you teach for the teacher to award you. Take note, if you get an A, it will depend on how you're going to deliver. You have to include your TLM. What is TLM? Teaching learning materials. If you are teaching mathematics, what are some of the things you have to incorporate to make your teaching lively or lovely? Counters, straws, just to mention but a few. I don't want to confuse you at this point. Now, having known what micro teaching is, when you're done with micro teaching, then you move to level 400. Level 400, this is the stage where you'll be allowed to go off campus and you're going to rent. Every student will be entitled to teach in a basic school just closer to the college or within the college district, right? The district in which you find your college. Every student will be entitled to go and teach. And so for that period, you'll be staying outside campus. You wouldn't go to campus to eat, dining, or whatsoever. You feed yourself. So here you have the opportunity to go along with your stove, blender, whatever. However, remember, you'll be paying light bills because this time around, you are paying accommodation as well. So now, having known the differences between micro teaching and macro teaching, another name for micro teaching is on-campus teaching. Another name for macro teaching is off-campus teaching. The macro teaching too, you are awarded 3 credit hours, and so if you get an A is 4.0 times the 3 credit hours. That's 12 grade point accumulation. So if you get a C+, that means it's very bad. Same as the on-campus teaching. If you get a C, that's very bad. At least try and get a B+ or a B if you cannot attain an A. Now, do you also know that every year we celebrate SRC? Now, during this week, it is fun. That is one of the most exciting weeks, or let me say the exciting period on campus. During this period, in as much as female students are not allowed to add extensions to their hair and braid, during this period, you can put on the nicest or the expensive weave-ons. You can dress like any attire you want to wear. That is the period, that is the week to showcase yourself. You get it? So throughout your entire stay on campus, the only time you are able to put on mufti or wear any other cloth, add extensions to your hair, the gentlemen wear whatever you want to do, that is the SRC week. It comes with a whole lot of celebrations and all that. Yes, and so I think these are the most important things you need to know when you go to campus and hear people say semester, micro teaching, macro teaching. Though mostly the seniors always want to bully you with these words. Hey, you just came to how do you call it? Just came to college and you've not even done micro teaching, you've not done macro teaching, you've not done STS. They'll be using the words to bluff around. And just know that if you are watching this video at this point, you know what all these things are and you do not have to worry. So once again, congratulations to you all. You are now student teacher trainees. Wishing you all the very best of luck, and please do not forget to study hard, because in one of my episodes I'll be bringing how to attain scholarships abroad after your teacher's training completion. Also how to further your program, that is if you want to apply or if you want to divert from your teaching field to a different program. You need to get at least a 2nd class lower at the teacher's training. Please take note of all these things I'm saying. I mean, for those of you who have started with me, I'm going to guide you so well that if you follow all my guidelines to the very end, we are going to see ourselves great in future. And so please do all to stay connected and listen very attentively. So if you want to switch from being a teacher to a different profession, I have a video on that. I also inscribed that video in this particular episode as well. you have to attain at least second class lower. Tell you what, all those who had third class and passed during our time and wanted to further their education, they didn't go through distance and sandwich. They went as regular, that's steady leave. All these people had to sit for an entrance exam. See how frustrating it is. So try your best. At least a second class lower wouldn't be bad. Scholarships abroad, the minimum is second class lower. So please do well to study hard, achieve the A's, blow the B's, and consume the C's. At least you'll be able to get this amazing class I'm talking of. So thank you very much. Please feel free to leave your questions or comments via the comment section, and I'll gladly respond to each and every one of you. My name has always been Lorty, and until next time I come your way, it is solely bye for now. Peace and love. Shalom. I'm out.